1989, a nation on the brink, where the lines between ally and adversary blur. In a betrayal of trust, General Manuel Noriega, once friend, now foe, casts a shadow over U.S. interests. Enter Rick Yell, Naval Investigative Service special agent drawn into a web of espionage by an unlikely ally. With intelligence from a secret source called the Old Man, Yell exposes hidden information that shake governments to their core. As danger mounts, so does the risk to those he holds dear. The powder keg ignites. The spark, a young Marine's tragic death. A catalyst for a calculated American response. Orders ring out from the highest offices, casting Yell and his compatriots into peril once more. The next true-life NCIS story, written by NCIS actor Mark Harmon and career NCIS agent Leon Carroll Jr. Ghosts of Panama, a journey steeped in truth, born of shadows. Discover the secrets beneath the surface before they're lost to history.
And talk about compelling. NCIS star Mark Harmon and real-life retired NCIS Special Agent Leon Carroll Jr. are back with their latest book, as you can see here on our desk. That's Ghosts of Panama.
And the best-selling authors are following up their success of their last book, Ghosts of Honolulu, with this latest true-to-life NCIS story.
And the Ghosts of Panama, naval intelligence agents working the most dangerous beat in the whole world, the narco state of Panama, in the late 80s.
They struggle to penetrate the dictator's organization and protect their families on the eve of invasion. And this morning, joining us to talk about the book is Mark Harmon and Leon Carroll Jr. themselves. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Good morning.
Now, I know you two have both had a long working relationship. How did this book come about?
Well, I think we talked about doing stories about real people, real agents for 19 years. And we had been on the show in the first 4 seasons. I think we tried to get some real cases in there. But after that, we started to venture far away from that. And Mark would say to me, hey, if we ever get a chance to tell some stories about real agents doing real things, then we were going to do it. So in about 19th year, he came to me and said the opportunity was there. And I said, let's take it. And that started with The Ghost of Honolulu.
Mark and Leon, I'm really curious if you guys can walk us through the writing process. What was it like working on this new book in comparison to the last one as well?
You know, I never thought about writing a book, and I'm pretty sure Leon didn't either. But we do tell stories, whether you're talking about a TV show or whether you're talking about writing a book. There's a story to tell. I found it interesting that Honolulu was obviously historical, and you're doing that through research, all research. This has been interesting because Leon was there, so this becomes more current, and certainly the people and individuals you're talking to are maybe for the first time talking about what they did there and what this story was. So whatever you think you know about Noriega or Operation Just Cause or that time period, there are new reveals in this that open up a new story, a new part of this history, and that's really what brought us both to doing this in the first place.
When you guys have to go through these experiences and put pen to paper, how hard is that? Did you at all take notes after these events happened, or did it just come to you while you took a session to sit down and write about the book?
Well, what we did was recorded every interview, and all of these agents I knew, either worked with, trained with, or knew through reputation. And so it was pretty easy to get the information. It was going back and like pulling it from all the recordings and all of that to make sure we had it right. Then we'd have to go back because you talk to 5 people about the same thing they saw and you get 5 different answers. So we had to really flesh that out. But it took about a year and a half to do this book. And it was really a joyful thing to do, talking to guys that I hadn't seen in quite some time.
The book is The Ghosts of Panama. If you want a quick read because you can't put it down, this is definitely a book to grab. Mark, Leon, thanks a lot for joining us this morning.
Thank you for
Our
having
pleasure.
us.
Thank you.